And we welcome you to This is Overtime on OSN. It's Lever Sage. It's from This is Wrestling in Belleville, in the dark. It's Zach McGibbon. Z Gibbon. Is it that late in Belleville that electricity, they just turn it off in Belleville at 10 or what?
That's right. This is the mandatory cutoff time here in Belleville. Yep. We're not allowed power at this time. I'm running off of a battery. But you've got my name, Ron. You got to look at my name tag again here. You got to see what my name is. And please read that out loud to the audience because it is something. I continue on my mission here.
Our buddy Steve McKenzie is here as well. Nice to have you, Steve.
Nice to be here.
And Steve and I have been running around the junior rinks all the time. I didn't make a nameplate for him, so it's nice that you made your own nameplate. Conspiracy victim.
I saw.
Right?
Right. That's what I see.
Yeah. Do you think that he is, no matter what the context is of conspiracy victim, do you think Zach McGibbon is a victim of conspiracy?
No.
Right. Neither do I.
Wow.
And so we're off.
It's so definitive too. I'm a little surprised it was so definitive.
All right. 5-4, the Ottawa Senators lose in overtime to the Edmonton Oilers. Wow. Because a game, and Steve, you and I were watching it here at the Palatial Studios here in Ashton. That should have been one of the times that we agreed on the 4. That should have been one. But
one out of the
but the Sens played really well tonight.
It's a great spot to watch a game.
It is a great spot. Especially I want to go to Zach's house and watch wherever he's watching the game.
Hey, it's mood lighting over here. That's what we're doing over here.
Well, and maybe
can you run a TV off that battery? Is it enough or just?
I mean, it should be enough. I was able to watch the whole game.
Fair enough. Okay, yeah.
Steve, the Ottawa Senators played really well tonight.
Played great,
and it feels like another lost opportunity, doesn't it?
Yeah,
it really does.
Well, because it is.
Well,
and that's. Oh yeah, it's. They played great, and it's another game gone.
Yeah, Zach.
And Boston won, and it's their. It's not good.
Well, that's
so deflating.
That's the point, right? Zach, 6 points. 6 points. They came in, 5 points. They came in back of the last playoff spot. They played really well. They took it to Edmonton. Did they park the bus?
I thought so.
In your spot, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I thought, especially the last 10 minutes of the third period, like it was just Edmonton continuing to press and press and press and press. To the point where it's like you knew at that point where it was eventually going to break through because you can't trust Allmark for that long. I thought he was playing. The second goal that he let in wasn't was that weird fluky goal. It bounced off. A bunch of players bounced off Jensen and went into the back.
Great shot by Batherson to get the hat trick goal.
Not how he envisioned it.
Batherson to Jensen to the net, just not the proper net.
No, have to go to the other net that's on the other end of the ice. But and that one I don't blame Allmark. That's just one of those weird bounces. You don't see where it's going. I think Jensen was in the wrong spot there to come back when that puck was being bounced off of Draisaitl. But I didn't think Allmark was awful or anything like that. He came up with some big stops, but you just knew with the way that this season has gone and the way you can't let Edmonton with guys like McDavid and Draisaitl and even Hyman and Bouchard just pressing and continuing to get shot after shot after shot after shot for that long and just continuing to play on the back end like that, despite the fact that I thought Jake Sanderson was unbelievable tonight controlling Connor McDavid. And I see Tanner as well has also mentioned that. I thought
just stealing his take. So I wanted Tanner to know that you were stealing Tanner's take that Sanderson was unreal.
No, but Sanderson was really good the way he was pressing up on McDavid. And I also thought Zub was solid. I know Zub's, you're not the biggest Artem Zub guy, but I thought he had some solid. I thought he was solid as well tonight. So
yeah, he was good. The problem with Zub is that he looks so great compared to the rest of the crappy defensemen that they have on their team.
Well, he looks at the defense the last couple of games. For all this talk about the crappy defense, they were limiting their opponents to, we saw with the Leafs game this past Saturday, limiting to 5 shots midway through the second period.
Right. Are the Leafs a hockey team?
Well,
right.
That's what they allegedly say.
Entitled, yeah.
They were awful the other night.
Yeah.
Like that was
they've quit.
I mean,
They literally quit,
quit.
Steve. Yeah.
Yeah.
They've quit.
No, they right in that second period, there was just nothing left from the Leafs, and they were like, all right, we're going to move on to the next game. So,
Yeah. Steals my takes on the other pod. Why change it here? Says Tanner.
Shots fired.
geez,
Yep.
Tanner is just shooting
Coming in
already. Right
Well,
off
he's
the bat.
sitting, but it's too late for him. Now he's chilling in bed.
Wow.
He's firing off hot takes.
Yeah. Wow.
But Jake Sanderson's numbers specifically tonight, the guy played 25-36 tonight. Had 3 shots to go. He was all over the ice. And for Artem Zub, 22-15. Did have 4 shots towards the net. Only 1 got there, but blocked a shot.
Shabbat with 23.
Sorry?
Shabbat with 23. I'm just going
Right.
for minutes.
I just couldn't hear you, so I wanted you to
Sorry,
speak
yeah.
up. Yeah.
Yeah.
When
In
people
between of in my head and out loud.
right. So that's what
We'll get there.
Yeah, we'll get there. I think we've after
They didn't
maybe
laugh, though.
10 shows got Tanner to stop saying we. He doesn't say we anymore, right?
No.
No.
Pronouns, pal.
As he says, he's a big keyboard
And you hammered
warrior.
away at that pretty good.
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
okay. No, I know I did.
I mean, no,
I know. I know I
You
did.
got to correct it.
But guess what? He doesn't say it anymore.
There you go. So it
and,
worked.
and
True.
he's awesome. And
Yeah.
he's better than Zach in most takes when it comes to, well, not wrestling or hockey, but everything else, Zach, don't worry. So
Is that why he's a victim?
no, he's
Yeah. Another
What's-
reason why I'm a
what's the
conspiracy victim.
conspiracy?
I
right over here.
don't ask about
Yeah.
the conspiracy victim now
Fair.
because it's 10 minutes on a wrestling podcast about 8-bit music.
Oh, okay.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see
Well,
Steve just went, yeah. Okay.
And yeah,
Okay. So what
Won't be
was the
brought up
best
again.
part about the Sens game, Steve, in your opinion tonight?
the best was they came out firing. Like they played like they wanted to win. I thought in all, they came out like that was the game that it was. That they
Right. It was
Like,
important.
it almost like, and we'll give credit to Edmonton. So did Edmonton. Like the first period, it was both came out, but Ottawa was just pressing more, and they looked solid and top to bottom.
Yeah. First
and,
period, they
like,
were flying.
Flying
Out there.
And you really, of course, there's always that nervous thought in the back of your head.
Yeah.
That it would end up the way it did, but
That's because it usually does.
Because it does.
Yep.
But if they were, I thought they were great. Like,
That's been the big issue with this team, Zach, that they were great against Detroit, didn't get the extra point when they probably should have. They beat the Leafs fine, but they were better than Edmonton for half the game tonight, maybe 2 periods tonight. They were better.
Yep.
And then just decided that they were going to park the bus and try to not let the Oilers score. And unfortunately, I thought, Pinto it got wrapped up in his feet and he just kind of chipped it out, but he over the glass, and you know that they're going to do something with the
Every
number 1
time.
power play.
Yeah.
And those are the little mistakes that are really hard because you can't fault Pinto. He's not trying to do it.
No.
So how do we feel? Let's go around the horn here. How do we feel about before the penalty? Did you have a thought, and Steve, we'll start with you and then
Yeah.
go to Zach, about Brady Tkachuk being on the ice in the 3-on-3 situation? Stützle, Sanderson, Tkachuk, McDavid, Draisaitl, Bouchard. Did you have an issue with Tkachuk being in that spot?
against those guys, yeah, for skating.
Yeah, like it's hard not to know what the end result. Like we know what the end result was,
Sure.
but did you have a
3-on-3,
problem? But did you have a problem before Tkachuk took the penalty? I did. I'm not saying you have to, but
no, I mean, yeah, a little. Like those guys are so fast. Like, and
I didn't think Brady
It's-
Tkachuk was very good tonight, and so I don't know
No.
why. I don't know why he was rewarded with that 3-on-3, Zach.
Yeah.
In overtime. Did you, before we saw, because we're going to get to the penalty here, did you have an issue with him being on the ice in that spot?
I wasn't overwhelmed with rage about it or anything like that. I did find it a little bit odd because, like what you said, I didn't think he'd had one of his better nights, but it kind of went away a little bit when he won the face-off draws. Like, okay, well, that's the big thing on these 3-on-3s is as long as you're able to win the draw and you're able to get it against those guys and control it, and they were moving the puck around. I thought it was not that bad, but then, that penalty later was just that's a bad penalty to take.
It's dreadful.
It's awful. That's just an awful penalty.
So Brady Tkachuk's numbers on the night: 1 assist. He was a -1. He played 19 minutes and 18 seconds. He had 1 shot on goal. He had 4 giveaways tonight that were recorded. And we know that giveaway category is hit and miss at best.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can have 7 and sometimes they're like, yeah, we're not going to count those. A couple of them. It's like Matt Martin won the hits category every year because the Islander guys were just like, oh yeah, he had 22 hits tonight. It was awesome. I'm like, no, he actually didn't. But
he's our guy.
Yeah, but I had an issue with Tkachuk being on the ice because I didn't think he played a very good game tonight.
He didn't stand out, no.
But he won the face-off, as you said, Zach. At that point, maybe 30 seconds and off the ice, but he got caught. And just a ridiculous penalty by Brady Tkachuk.
Yeah,
like
he was watching the NFL scouting combine, was looking to try and get his tackling drills in. Apparently, that's what I was like. Wow, he should try out and be the Cowboys edge rusher for next year. The way that he was tackling McDavid, I believe, it's just unbelievable.
Well, that's what it was, McDavid.
Yeah,
and that's the issue is that Tkachuk gets behind him, and then
I don't think he had a choice either. Would you let him go?
You have to,
but
get back into play and try and get back to cover somebody else. Yep. Let your defenseman take him. Like,
yeah, I guess.
Because you're not going to catch him. So you're either going to haul him down and tackle him, or what? Like, what's plan B there?
Well, there is one. That's why I tackled him, I think.
Well, Zach, there was a hook, and then there was like a tackle, and then there was a smothering.
Yeah.
Like there was 3 things that he did on the play. And then he gets up and he kind of puts his hands up like this. And for those listening and you can't see my hands, like I'm just putting them up like, what? Like, come on.
But it was one of those reluctant hands up, but also like, yeah, I kind of did that hands up sort of deal. So.
I guess I
felt like it was like what do you expect? Well, what was I supposed to do? That's what I got from the hands up. I don't know how much he was fighting the refs on. There's no disputing that. I'm sure. I guess you could try, but no, that's what I felt like. I was stuck.
Yeah, well, you should let him go and let your defenseman handle him, and I don't know, try and skate back. So I don't love the fact Tanner's in with. Would have loved to have seen Batherson over Tkachuk.
He had a good game.
Yeah, and Tanner, we'll get to this later on in the post game, but he says again, does Jason Robertson do that?
I agree with Tanner on that.
Okay, let's. Our buddy Chris was here tonight. We'll catch the encore version of this tomorrow. Can't stay up. Keep killing it. Cheers, boys. That was late night. I can tell you that Chris had some other responsibilities while he was over, and he was working hard at both ends. So he burns the candle at both ends. He's not like us journalists. Hey, Zach,
right.
Like doing late nights and then sleeping until noon. And, you know, what happened in
chair?
What happened till in Belleville today? Oh, the stop sign fell down. There's a big news story. You got to pick it back up.
Rolling blackout.
Yeah.
I keep having to defend myself on that Belleville stop sign story. First of all, it was a weather story. Secondly, I didn't write that story. So my hands are clean from it. Okay.
Zach, do you work for the station that put out a story about a stop sign?
Yes, I do.
Okay. And we're done here.
Did I write the story, Lee?
No.
I rest my case.
Look, it's a tough night in the face-off dot too for when you got guys that are so good on the Edmonton side, but Shane Pinto, 3 for 14 tonight.
Yeah.
That's not great.
He hasn't been very good either the last little bit since the return. Like he's been invisible in a lot of cases. And then once he finally shows up, it's that clearance out of the ice, which, you know, he's obviously not purposely doing that as we mentioned, but you know, when that's your contribution that people are going to remember from the game, that's not exactly a highlight for you.
No, at least he went right to the penalty box, though. He knew right away.
Yeah.
Right? Like, oh, guys, I'm guilty. Right away.
Didn't do the hand shrug thing, as he was going up to
there's no hand shrug thing. So, okay. Where are we? As we look to the standings right now, because you look at some of the other games that are going on, and by the way, the San Jose Sharks leading the Montreal Canadiens 4-2 at the end of 2 periods. That's a big one for San Jose, because I don't think people realize how close the Edmonton Oilers were. If they lost this game in regulation, which they were a minute 30 away from doing. If San Jose won tonight, they are good. Like, San Jose is 2 points back of the Edmonton Oilers with 3 games in hand. Like, the Oilers are not safe from getting in there. No. And that was a big comeback win for them. But again, like Steve and Zach, we talked about it before, right? Like, I'm going to look it up. So you take the microphone and you talk about whatever you want, but I'm going to look it up. The Boston Bruins have been either the best team or the second best team since the middle of January. And like, that's the team that Ottawa's got to catch.
Yeah.
So what do you do? Like, if you're Steve Staios right now, you're now 6 points out of a playoff spot. As we look to the standings, the updated standings here, and you pretty much have to catch the Boston Bruins, but you do have Columbus and Washington in the middle. You have Philadelphia tied with you, but they're all kind of in that metro spot. It's the Boston Bruins that
they have a few games in. Oh no, only in Washington. You got to think Columbus comes back down a bit, but yeah, it's Boston.
Nah, Columbus has been one of the best teams in the last couple of months too.
Well, since they changed the coach, yeah.
Yeah. So you're 6 points out of a playoff spot, and you have 22 games left. Are you buying? Are you selling? Like, what is the mindset here if you're Steve Staios, in your opinion?
Not selling. And given everything I've seen, and not that the sole blame tonight lies in net, but if anything, you try and get a little bit of help in goal. Someone, if you can find it, if someone that we think no team is going in the playoff is
right.
Here, have our good goalie. Yeah, we're good.
But is goalie the place that you would be looking?
The most, absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah. And then, of course, next is maybe a little more help on defense. Like every other, again, though, it's like every other team, I think there's, less than 10 teams. And out of those guys, is there anyone that is going to be better than what you already have? And how much or what's it going to cost? But goaltending, average goaltending would solve this team's problems this year. Everyone knows that, but, not that I thought Omar played well tonight, but there's no confidence there. Not for, and especially on a stretch when now where everyone's ramping it up and it's,
well, I guess
because I think for the most part, like the team has played well. Like they're a good hockey team. And like tonight, they allowed the most shots they have.
But it's the Oilers at home that are desperate and all that stuff.
Of course.
And they parked the bus and they're playing defensively. So, Zach, are you buying? Are you selling? Are you standing pat? What are you doing?
I'm doing a bit of buying. I'm not. I don't think this team needs to sell. This is not one of those scenarios where the Sens need to sell. This is one of those deals where the thing with the goaltender is you already have acquired Reimer. Obviously, you signed him as some sort of depth piece, and you've already got a bunch of goalies in your system in Marilainen, and you've called up Sogard. It's one of those things, you add another goalie into the room. Like in my mind, if you're bringing in a goalie at the deadline, you're hoping that goalie would be somebody that stays with the team past this season, right? Like for a couple of years to be your. Is there really, like, other than to steal another one of Tanner's favorites, Jasper Wallstedt? Like, I know that he's available, but is there really, like, to me, I would be looking more on the right shot defenseman and trying to see if you can try and bring in a Mackenzie Weegar on that right side. I think the fits just makes a lot of sense. I know it would be more on the expensive side, but that's where I'm kind of leaning towards. I do think the Sens should buy no matter what. Not like heavy load, get ready, try and make the playoffs this year. Try and get some pieces, and see if you can make a push at the end. But the way that the East is looking right now with a lot of those teams, especially in the Metropolitan, as you mentioned, just the amount of teams that the track that the Sens are on, it's not impossible, but it's very, very tough for them to slide into where Boston's at in that final wild card spot.
Then why are you buying? If
For
that's the case,
for longer term, like I think, like you look at Calgary, like there's not much Calgary is doing this season, and I think if you look at that, like I see Tanner in the chats there saying Uyghur's too expensive but too old for his taste. I get it. He's 32. He's the same age as Jensen, I believe, but I still think there's a little bit more of an upside to Mackenzie Uyghur at this stage than a Nick Jensen obviously would.
But the problem, and look, I happen to, and Tanner's going to stick with his, I said Zach Whitecloud a month ago, and I'm not getting off this train.
Yeah.
Tanner's having a field day.
Yeah.
Tonight.
Is he?
So call up Calgary, get Devin Cooley and Zach Whitecloud, solves both needs. Do it before playing them, ideally. I actually like the Cooley part of it. I think he's a guy that can come in and help out. So Zach, with Uyghur, he's got, multiple years left on the contract. He makes $6 million, which isn't like crazy. But if you're wrong on that guy, like you better be right. Is what I'm saying. And like, I don't know. Local guy, everyone thinks he's really good, but at 32 years old,
that doesn't always work either, though. Guys coming home. The problem is if it doesn't work, then is anyone going to help you out with that mistake? Then what do you? That's not going to be an easy sell to get rid of him if it doesn't work out.
But you also have to remember too, you still have your right shot. Like there's always been the talk about Yakimchuk, of course, that's kind of waiting in the wings, and then that could be like a stopgap if you like. Like I would be more confident in Mackenzie Uyghur in that spot than I would obviously in Nick Jensen right now. I think right now the idea with the Sens is to have somebody in that spot that could be solid enough, could be an upgrade on that right side until they eventually hope that Yakimchuk can come up into that system, be in that top 4 pairing that they hope that he could be. So,
but as Tanner points out, and I was just looking it up, so it's another, like after this, it's another 5 years at $6.25 million.
Oof.
Like another 5 years. The guy's going to be 37. Yeah, after this year.
Yeah.
Right. So if you're
you think
wrong,
there's a salary retention element to this, like I'm not saying go look for it.
If you're wrong on that guy, you are stuck with him for a long time. Now, I agree. If he came in and can play in your top 4 for the next 3 or 4 years, it's actually not a bad deal at 6.25. But
no, especially with the cap going up, and by that time too.
And how much is it going up, Steve?
By 30% in the next. Well, after year 3, it'll be up 30.
Oh, that's good research on your part. I think you did a hell of a job researching that. We only talked about it, Zach, for about 20 minutes. And
took us a bit to get.
Yeah. Well, I said at the beginning, after 3 years, going up about 30%. Yeah. And then we had a 20-minute math lesson to get to that same.
We had to show our work.
Right.
Teacher
the teachers to like, prove it.
Yeah. So we did. And therefore,
so you're
30%.
You're making people jealous. Oh man, I can't be there for these games. To Stephen Lee to watch these games. I don't know about the Mackenzie Uyghur thing, and the problem for me is that I literally haven't watched. I would need to watch that guy like all year long, every game, to know exactly what he's got left, what he's doing. Because I compared him, Zach, to Yakimchuk tonight, another Calgary team, right?
The Hitman.
People said for Yakimchuk, well, he plays on a bad team, and they're one of the worst teams in the league, and his plus minus, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Well, now he's playing in the American Hockey League, and he's the worst plus minus in the league. Well, I'm starting to worry about it now.
Bit of a pattern. I think if I remember, like with Mackenzie Weegar, when his name started coming up, even back in the fall, I think what made him sort of the popular guy because it was the term associated with it because of the fear of Ottawa's inability to attract free agents. And so it was, if they could get him, well, they have him for 5 years and it was stability and they don't have to worry about, there's no rental. There's no, well, he's gone in a year. Then what do we do? It was to get him and it was to have that stability in a sought after position. I remember that being one of the main sticking points of when his name started entering the discussion as a possibility in Ottawa.
I'm just going over the Bruins record since like December 31st. And wow, it's like really, really good. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8-1, 8-2, 10-2. Like, yeah. I mean, and they've lost twice to Tampa along the way in this 14-4-3 record since December 31st.
Good run.
Right? But that's the team you're trying to catch.
Yeah.
This isn't like to throw out a stat to go,
Nope.
oh, like how good are they? That's the team that you're 6 points back of with 22 games to go that you're going to have to get to.
Yeah.
Right? That's a massive, massive deal. So
what has to go wrong in Boston for them to slip, even if Ottawa plays
great.
Best case scenario?
Well, they said tonight, Zach, that
really,
like on the broadcast, right? They said Boston's projected to get to 100 right now. And if they get to where their projection is, the Ottawa would have to go 17-6.
That's right.
Well, now they would have to go 17-5-1 because they gave up a point tonight.
I get that, yeah.
Right?
Yep.
And how likely is it that Ottawa is going to go 17-5-1?
Not likely.
Okay. So why are they not? Okay, then why are they not sellers then? Everyone. Well, I got Steve. I got Steve McKenzie. I got Zach McGibbon. I got everybody saying like,
I don't think you rip the whole thing apart.
You have a Claude Giroux and get you a first round pick plus right now.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. So if somebody called you tomorrow and said Claude Giroux, we'll give you a first round pick and we'll give you a prospect. Are you doing it?
But you also mentioned that this is a good hockey team with the Ottawa Senators, so you're just going to sell it off now because we're not that close, because the other teams are also like hitting their stride at the right time that we just kind of sell off, and like it sounds like an investment for next year, but it actually sounds like we're taking a step back for next year if we're just going to sell off. So,
well, I think you have to figure out if Giroux's the example, is he coming back next year? Do you want to bring him back? If not, then because like. Mathematically, sure they can do it. Realistically, probably not.
If Claude Giroux told
they don't have that first round pick, although that's not definitive.
Well, they don't have it where they're going to finish.
No,
that's a law.
That's given.
The best case scenario is them having it at 32.
Right. If the NHL.
Right. That's if the NHL, but that's the best case scenario.
That's right. Because there was precedent set. So with
Kovalchuk.
New Jersey, yeah. Right. So I say, but if by Thursday, if they.
Okay. So if somebody calls. See, you're going back and forth now.
No. I like my gut tells me they're not making the playoffs.
Okay. Right, so if somebody called you and said, we'll give you a first round pick and a prospect for Claude Giroux, you taking it? He hasn't, because maybe Giroux wants to come back, but they haven't. Like Giroux probably hasn't said anything.
No, and I'm not.
Maybe he's told them behind the scenes he wants to come back, but
quite possibly. I guess if someone's picking up Giroux, they're in the playoffs, so it's a late first round pick, and I guess it would depend on the prospect.
Yep. And plus, there's a thing of like wanting to come back, and then the actual contract negotiation to make that work to come back. We saw that even with Giroux earlier this year, where.
Sure.
There was talk about him wanting to come back, and it took a little bit. There was a little bit of concern, I remember, at the start, where it's like, oh, is he actually going to come back at the deal? Because it seemed like they were separated a little bit on salary. But a first round pick, I guess a first round pick and a prospect, I guess it also depends on the prospect. But I wouldn't say no immediately. That's for sure. I'd be mulling it over. I would think about it.
But to your guy's point, if you trade Claude Giroux, are you telling the rest of the team that the season, you're not getting there? Does the message reverberate through the room if you trade Claude Giroux?
Yeah.
Yes?
Well, I think so.
Okay.
I mean,
Zach?
He's
I
a
think
popular
so.
guy in the room too. Yeah.
And it would be something that I think if they were thinking about getting rid of Giroux, I think we would be hearing about it right now. Like hearing more rumblings coming out of it right now.
From who?
From like insiders being like, oh, there's interest in him on this for a playoff push, and the Sens are taking calls.
But the Sens don't tell anybody anything.
It's true.
Like Staios and Anlauer and they lock things down. Like they do not give anybody any information. So Tanner says if it's a similar return to what Boston got for Brad Marchand, I'll pass. So again, these are like different issues. We're talking about the season right now. We're talking about them being 6 points out. They are playing well. They've probably given up a little too much earlier in the season to get back, but they're playing really well.
Yeah.
And that's encouraging. But start to look to the cupboard and go, no first round pick. Zach, you're in Belleville. You see the Belleville Sens all the time.
Yep.
Their cupboard compared to most other teams' cupboards, would you say it's like bottom third?
Not great.
Right.
Yeah, it's certainly the bottom third.
Yeah. So basically what Zach's saying is dead last. No, but okay.
Yeah,
sorry.
well, no.
I'll say it for him.
Yeah.
Dead last. I look down to that team, and when people start telling me about Stephen Halliday, well, they got Stephen Halliday and Jan Unique, and boy, if Yakimchuk can ever get it together, like, no, none of them have it together. They're not good. And I'm not even blaming those players. This is an organizational thing here where they don't have a first round pick and their farm team is really bad.
Yeah.
Don't you have to start fixing that at some point?
Well, yeah.
Oh, how about right now? Because we just all discussed that they're probably not going to get there. Is it now the time to do that if we think that they're not going to get there?
We got to start at some point. Yeah.
Well, when are we going to, when are you going to start? There's no we. Nobody. We don't have to do anything.
There you go, getting hit with the lever bomb right there, with the wee bomb.
You know what? I
I
need to get one of the cool sound effects for the lever bomb. And again, just that's Zach. Now we're getting places.
Which is weird because I never refer to any of my teams as a we.
Right.
I'm not.
Yeah.
Like Tanner,
Tanner,
like
the
the guys,
Tanner
like
does it all the time.
I played the game, like I,
right?
Yeah. Oh, we no.
And by the way, another thing, Zach, that I know you don't do because you're a professional broadcaster, but even the most professional broadcasters, there's nothing that drives me crazy more. This is a personal aside. I'm getting off topic.
Yeah,
but it's
okay.
it's 12:14 in the morning.
Yeah,
and
right.
Zach's in the dark
For
and
sure.
like
yes.
So mood lighting.
When
Seems comfortable though.
he does seem very relaxed.
Rated here. This is awesome. I should do this more often.
Well, that's good. Thursday, you're actually doing it, so that's good. We are doing it more often. But when interviewers get a guy off the ice, maybe Connor McDavid tonight or Leon Draisaitl. Connor, tell me about how it felt out there. Like, no. There's no me.
Yeah.
Like, I want to throw something at the TV. Yeah. How about tell us? Because you're the bleeping person that's just standing there with the mic because Connor has to tell everyone.
Yeah.
You're speaking to the camera, not to the person.
You're speaking to thousands of people watching. You're not speaking to that person only.
No. Yeah. I think you actually told me that when I was starting doing some of the front and act stuff is like, don't say to me as in to the audience. The audience has to know like what's going on.
Tell
so I think you told me that.
Oh, see,
tell the good people at home.
Hold on. Let's take a step back. Zach listened and put into practice something that I told him like years ago.
Yeah. And now you have proof.
Well, sometimes I listen, Lee. Sometimes I listen. It's not all the time, but it is sometimes.
I feel like with this mood lighting, and because sometimes he gets in trouble for being like too loud, too late in his environment. Mm-hmm. Where it's a bit wrestling, and all of a sudden the hands go like this, and he starts yelling, and then all of a sudden it's like Zach, they pounding the floor. Zach, getting too rowdy again.
Yeah.
It's so,
Trying to sleep.
so when interviewers do it, and now like you see even top people do it. Tell me about this. Oh my God, it drives me crazy. But back. So have I convinced you guys that maybe, Zach, that they should sell?
Only if
People come knocking. David Perron's almost healthy. He's been skating.
Yep.
He could even play this week. So he's getting back. Claude Giroux would be an unbelievable pickup for a playoff team.
Sure.
There's other guys. Like, I don't know that anybody is off limits here.
Mhm.
Michael Matteo is a pretty good hockey player for a playoff team. Comes fairly cheap. Like, at some point, you're either fixing it or you're trying to get to where you need to go. But this indifference thing is now.
Well, stagnation. Yeah, we'll get you. No worries.
To go off of that point, I see it more of like, do you see the window with this core starting to go down a bit? That's when you start looking into, all right, we got to refill the cupboard. Because really, you can overlook a blank cupboard of prospects if you're winning and you're going to the playoffs and you know you're having playoff success. This is the thing that's preventing the Sens from really, we could overlook this season, I think, in terms of how the prospects are looking if the Sens are in that Boston Bruins slot right now or even higher in the division.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I don't think this is a time to go and sell off and try and refill the cupboard. I think you kind of look at this season, you see how teams are playing. It's like, look, this is just one of those years where a lot is going right for a lot of these teams, especially in this year. And you look at the team that's assembled right now with the players that they have. We keep coming on here and we talk about how this is a good hockey team. I'm not saying don't trade anybody. Like, certainly if you feel that there's assets out there, that's why I look at a Mackenzie Weegar, because I think he's somebody that I think you could win with now. If you believe this is a window that you can go in and win now, you've got to take the risk. What's the thing we've been saying with
At some
Staios?
point.
Yeah, exactly. Like, sometimes
they
you
really
gotta take the
haven't
risk.
done much in that.
No, and that's been the criticism of Staios, right? Is like I think he's might have been a little bit too hesitant to take some of those risks after the Chicken trade and how that's kind of turned on its face the way that Chikrin has been playing in Washington. But I think you kind of look at it, it's like, this is a team that's built to win, right? So this is the team that's built to win theoretically. So I just noticed that Lever Sage is trying to match the lighting.
I don't know.
I am. I'm just trying to. I'm matching the mood lighting while you're talking. Not that I have ADHD or anything, but
me neither.
It kind of threw me off a little bit. I was like, did the power go out over at Ashton? Like, he's talking about like our mandatory power outages here in Belleville. What's going on over there?
I'm trying to match the mood lighting in Belleville, which is pitch black for people who can see it. Like, I've always been accused of being a little bit too bright, so I need to dull that a little bit.
We could go a little. We're right back to where we
Steve,
started, though, aren't we?
like,
We went down, and I don't know.
Yeah, but I've been accused of being too bright.
Yes.
Yeah, I got nothing. Zach laughed, no reaction from you whatsoever. All right.
I got it. I just
Yeah, no, I know. Acknowledging it is different than getting it. I know, right?
We'll get there. I just
So
I hesitate. Yeah.
There is a point here. Like, I'm gonna say this one more time.
That's bold. Okay, go.
Yep. What's bold? No, you're looking at different. Okay, say put up Tanner's thing about Pierre Dorian would have Weegar done. Just don't think about what they would have sent Calgary for him. Right,
everybody.
Yes. And then said it's one of the greatest days in the history of
That's right.
The Ottawa Senators, and
After this, I am the smartest GM.
So Zach, I agree with you. I think they're playing well, and Steve, I think they're playing well, but I don't know how good of a team they are. And Zach, you asked about the core. Mm-hmm. So been a little swirl around Brady Tkachuk today from our good friend Brent Wallace.
Among others too.
Yeah, but he was
it up and went with it.
He was central.
Yep.
But
he's a close.
But is this a good team? Is this or are they just playing well right now?
I think this is a good team. I think this is a good team. I think just goaltending has just been their downfall. Like little pieces here and there, obviously. Like again, the from like looking at more of a depth right shot defenseman and maybe somebody like we've been talking about trying to find. Oh, I said we try and find a finisher out there, and somebody who could score goals. A little bit more of the scoring depth. But other than that, like you look at the games that the Sens have played and over the last little bit, and you look at it since even from the Olympic break. I mean, again, I don't go there and look and I'm like, man, this is a team on the other side of their peak with this core, and they got to start looking to move on and sell off. So I just can't buy into that. I do think this is a good team. I just think that the biggest downfall has been the goaltending. And you look at we've been relaying the stats over and over about, expected saves and all that, expected goals and all that. But you just have to look at that. And if that just gets bumped up a little bit more, which is easier said than done, but if it gets bumped up, like this is a team that's contending and going out there and playing against some of the top teams in the NHL, I say.
Well, yeah. And I think they're good because they're playing in spite of.
Yep.
Because with that better goaltending, without getting too deep, it changes how guys play. Guys are playing with more confidence, or it completely changes how they feel out there. They're not, which will result in better play, more wins. And not a whole lot has gone right for them this year. It's been a funny year. And that happens. And it's just, unfortunately, they for a long time, there's a reason why it's the most important position in the sport. And I just think that, with that situation different in that, it really is they haven't had a lot of feel good this year. Like they're playing well, but they're not having a ton of fun. And that, because if you're always worried, no matter how good, like any job, no matter what I do,
right?
If the end result isn't going to be what I want because of I can't count on essentially your coworker, that gets deflating after a while.
Yeah,
it's not fun.
Yeah,
and eventually that's going to spill over too.
But why do we think that next year is going to turn? It's going to be okay.
Because I don't. If the exact same construct as it is now, I don't. But
then what are you doing to fix the construct? You're not trading Linus Ullmark. I can tell you that.
Nope.
Just going to go bring up Linus Ullmark's.
No.
Yeah, it's another 3 years at 8.25. On what planet would we be on that anybody would be taking that contract? Not even Belleville would take that contract.
There are no.
So where's
Milburys of the 90s.
So where's that getting fixed?
Well, it's.
We'll talk.
There's $1 million question.
But we'll talk more about it. Drake Batherson. Next year, it makes $4.9 million.
Mm-hmm.
Good value for what he does. I'm not the biggest Drake Batherson guy, but the guy can score goals.
Yep.
We saw 3 of them tonight. 2 of them
in spurts.
2 of them on the right net. But the problem is come July 1st, you're talking to him about an extension, and what's he going to want? 8? And how happy would you be with Drake Batherson making 8? Yes, I know, Tanner. Batherson is a summer decision. I'm talking about the summer. I said July 1st. Right? Come July 1st, you can start talking to him about a contract extension. Last time I checked the calendar, Tanner, July 1st is in the summer. See? Tanner, I'm popping these guys, okay? So that's all. That's all that matters.
4 yet?
Yeah, right.
Okay. Might be at 14.
Yeah, that's good.
Which is good. Yeah.
Sorry, I was laughing. I didn't see the Tanner's Ullmark for Bobrovsky. Who says no? Everybody.
Yeah. Well, if Paul Maurice, what Paul Maurice said earlier today, where he's like, earlier this evening, I don't know if you saw that, but he's like, can Bobo play on the, can he skate and play forward or whatever?
Yeah. He was quite angry at his guys up front.
Yeah.
But they're done. Florida's done and they've kind of quit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
good go though.
Drake, yeah, pretty good run. Okay, Drake Batherson.
Right. Back to that.
Are you comfortable at 8 with him? I can, you have to do the audio with your face.
No. Yeah.
You made this a really weird, like,
sorry. Yeah. No.
Zach, you comfortable with Drake Batherson at 8?
I don't love it.
Yeah.
Can the Lapine Apartments contribute on that contract for Batherson?
They actually are like, you're going to have to pay Lapine Apartments as well.
I see.
Right? That's what's
the cap hit from Lapine Apartments?
That's one of the worst commercials ever. Like, good for him if he's getting paid for it. Awesome. Like,
you don't love what he's doing with the curls. He's saying 19, 19, 19, 19.
I know people that don't make fun of anyone really ever who make fun of that commercial. So
that person can't be me that doesn't make fun of anybody.
It's definitely
no.
If I know Lever Sage, he's a man who's humble, keeps it to himself, doesn't let it loose.
I don't say tell me, Zach. Tell me what you're feeling. I don't do that. Okay. So that makes 3 of us that are not comfortable with Drake Batherson at 8 million. But is Drake Batherson going to get 8 million from somebody if he just went to free agency in a year and a half?
Well, probably. I could.
Right.
And with the way the way it's going up.
Of course he is.
Yeah.
He scores 30 goals every year. Of course he is.
Yep.
So if you don't want him at 8, but he's going to get 8, are you trading him? See, now Tanner's back on board here. Tanner's settled down. He makes 4 of us. That's on the Drake Batherson stuff, guys.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, Tanner, I got to keep Zach awake in the lighting. So are you considering trading Drake Batherson?
Getting a little bit ahead of it, but
I'm looking towards next year and what the team construct is going to be, because we're saying that this is a good team, except for, their goaltending's been all time bad. And, if they just roll out a better goalie and get a couple things, they're going to be fine. But
yeah, that's not an easy fix either.
No. And we haven't
Unless you're willing to eat that. Then what do you, no.
But we haven't even got into Brady Tkachuk yet. Right? Like,
he's got 2 left at.
I can tell you, I don't think this is nearly as good of a team that everyone thinks that they are. I think they're playing really well right now. I think they believe in the system. I think Travis Green is a good coach. They've got, and knock on, we got a good piece of wood here. Knock on wood.
Very good.
That, when's the last time a Senator had a big injury to anybody? Brady Tkachuk at the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
You can tell me about David Perron, but nobody on the fence has been hurt all year long.
No.
So this team is a Jake Sanderson injury. And when Thomas Chabot was out of the lineup, and I don't think Thomas Chabot's great for 8 million, but when Thomas Chabot's out, they're horrendous.
Yeah.
Like in their own end.
Yeah.
Right. So I don't know if this is a great team. I think
no, they're not a great team. A good team when everything's going, But
I'm just
the problem is, like, you're right. To circle back on the bare cupboards, when one of their big pieces does go down, there is no one to come in and fill the void.
Nobody,
not even a little.
No, and there's no excitement. Like, if you're a team, and yes, the San Jose Sharks are close to the playoffs. Just looking how they're doing. Have they won that game? Oh no, it's 5-5.
Yeah, last I saw it, they just
Montreal and San Jose with 5 minutes to go. Period. Yeah, 5-5.
Celebrini's got 30 goals this season.
Yeah, scored his 30th of the year. But my point is, like, not everyone gets to draft a Celebrini or a Schaefer, but Ottawa doesn't have that at all. Like that excitement around a player or like some of the young kids.
The collective, the team right now, no, doesn't.
So the Islanders and the Sharks, they're both in playoff races. They're both ahead of where Ottawa is.
Yeah.
And they're the ones that are young with young kids that really people didn't give a lot of a chance to, and look where they are.
Proving a lot of people wrong.
I just don't look at this division. Like Boston's ahead, guys, of where I thought they'd be, but they're deserving of that. Like they're not going to get worse. The Buffalo Sabres might win the Stanley Cup this year. That's how good they are. Detroit's getting better.
Yep. They're starting to.
Florida's falling down, but Tampa's still great.
Yep.
What?
Carolina's there.
Yeah, but no, I'm just talking about in the Atlantic Division specifically. Right. Montreal's only going to get better.
Yep.
No?
If they stay on this trajectory, yeah.
So what's Ottawa doing to get better? Just hoping that they get better goaltending next year and everything's going to be fine?
No, not doing enough. And they haven't. I think it's stuck in a hole too, but
that's why they should be buyers.
That's why they should be buyers. Yeah. And I'm literally thinking Zach is right with me. Okay, now it's time for them to sell. And Zach's like, well, that's why they should be
There's
buyers.
A lot of good players, and then get some more get some more buy some depth. Why not?
Because you don't have any depth to buy with, Zach.
Got three third rounders to work with. Let's
shopping
let's
at the dollar store right now. Like, speaking of which, this is Tanner. Time to go to bed. Okay, because Florida's activated Kulikov, have 8D with Jones on IR. Could get Sabrango back for depth. This is where you know it's bedtime. We're talking about getting Sabrango back, who is what? An average AHL player? When Sabrango played with Belleville, Zach, was he the best defenseman on the ice?
He was not. Okay.
This is where we're at. Okay. We need to get Sabrango back.
He was well liked in the area, but he was not the.
Oh, I'm sure. And this isn't a bashing Sabrango time. If this is what we all think is going to fix their problems, it's time to get Sabrango back.
I know.
Okay, so going through the roster, yeah, like we haven't heard Dylan DeMello's name in a while. It's actually been
like he always comes up whenever the Sens are making trades.
Yeah. Now, one of the worst deals to peddle him off for a third round pick, and then spend a third round pick to get. Oh, who did they get right after? It was terrible. Anyway, they botched that huge, but that was back in the.
That wasn't good Branson, was it?
No, it was somebody worse than him.
Hamonic, yes.
Yes.
Hamonic.
See, you're going along the right lines there, Zach, of like, big defensemen that really can't skate and can't do very much.
That was a Dorian special during that time.
It was.
Whatever.
So I go through the lineup, and like as part of the core, I mean, until Brady decides Brady's going to do what Brady does. Are you messing with any? Like, are you thinking about trading Batherson in the summer? Are you deciding right now to do some things with Giroux and do some things with David Perral coming off injury?
I mean, they would know better, obviously, than us. But to stay the course right now, I don't know. Like
they're in a tough spot. How can I say it?
Like without, yeah, they are. And they inherited a mess. Let's be honest. And I think I don't want to, part of me, it kind of reminded me a bit of like another market, without saying it, that because they were so bad for so long, and they got some exciting pieces and stuff, but it felt like in certain areas People felt like, well, it's our time.
Why are
like,
you
we're
afraid
owed.
to say the market? I don't even know what market you're talking about.
Toronto?
Yeah.
Like where they're just like, well, like, we're owed.
Right.
No, you're not.
No.
Look at it. Like every year they're, their media, it's they and I get it, obviously, they build them up, whatever, blah, blah, but they don't deliver.
Mhm.
And the fan base buys into it. Then they're all pissed off and they're throwing jerseys on the ice. But if you watch that team, that's not a great hockey. They were never, they were never that close. I don't think Mitch Marner or not, like, and now that team's just imploded. But they weren't close with him either. Like last year, like it's not. And I feel like there's a bit of that in Ottawa, and I understand it because people are frustrated. And the whole Melnick and Doria, like the things were a mess, and we did get some good, young talent in, but I think to kind of hit back on you, like there's
quick wee in there, Isaac. Very quick.
Said Lee.
No. You said
nice try. That was good. That was good though. Nice try.
We got this back. Okay.
Boo earns. Damn it. But yeah, so I just feel like there's a bit of that where like there's obviously it's time to get bold because whatever this
right
and go for it.
It's
like and then if it doesn't, well, okay, it doesn't.
And so Chris made a good point when he was here earlier that because this is the worst spot to ever be in this meaty middle where you don't make the playoffs, but you think you're good
for sure.
But then you end up picking like 16th. Well, they don't have to worry about that this year because they don't have a first round pick. If they get it, it's going to be 32nd anyway.
Yeah.
But can we not agree that this is where Ottawa has been for in the last 20 years? It's like at least 10 or 11 or 12 years. They've been in this. We're not the worst team in the league.
Nope.
We think we're better if we just make a couple of moves. We don't get to the playoffs, but then we make it the next year, and then they don't make it the year after, and they think they're good. So they keep pretending that they're good.
Exactly.
When they're not actually good.
No.
Are we not there right now? Isn't this what?
No.
Isn't this what
the proof is showing that? Yeah.
They're 6 points out of a playoff spot.
You are what your record says you are. Then here we are.
Well, they played really well against Detroit and they couldn't finish. So they played really well against Edmonton and they
yeah.
But they're not winning those games.
Yeah.
Good teams win those games.
Should have shot 80, but couldn't sink a putt. So I shot 105. Well, like
that's the story of my golfing career right there.
All of it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Well, I should have sank that putt, but I 4-putted and then
But the really good guys shoot 80. So and we're not maybe I'm really forward thinking.
We're not.
It's in us. Sorry.
We're We're not.
He was on it. You're good. Lee's just doing his whole
exactly. Gaslight.
I just want Tanner to feel really good sitting at home. Like, okay, I'm not the only one. He's doing this too.
Finally, look at him.
I was gonna jump across the table and punch him, and no, that's what Tanner's thinking about me.
Oh,
also what I thought Brad Brown was going to do to me when I didn't know he was a captain. So he's the captain of he's the captain of OSN. Always now from now on. I don't care if he's ever on OSN again. He's the captain of OSN.
I saw that chair shaking a little bit there, Lee, when that was happening.
I was actually I was mortified. Like
you can feel it
because in my mind, because you feel like you know things and you're like, okay, Brad, there's no way Brad was actually a captain of the team. And he's
Minnesota.
like, yeah. No, I was. Yeah. And then like quickly imagine how quickly he had the picture of himself with the C. Like he had a picture of it. Well, see, look right here.
Yeah. It was almost immediate. I was a little
away, but it was anyways.
So even if the Senators, like this is the thing. I know it's only 2 points, but they should have won the Detroit game and they should have won tonight. There's 2 points that they were the better team and they let it slip away.
Yeah.
They'd be 4 points out of a playoff spot. I just don't know. This is the exact scenario that is such a bad spot for the GM to be in. Like,
Yeah.
are we good? Are we bad? Am I buying? Am I selling? Am I standing pat? Am I trying to give the team a little confidence?
I don't envy it. That's for sure.
No.
Like,
but I'm more convinced now than I've been in a while that it's time to make a couple of moves to sell. Like I'm there now because they've lost 2 of 3 coming out of the break.
Yeah.
It sounds stupid because they've got 4 or 6 points, but they've lost 2 of 3 games where these are games that you just can't afford to lose. And they're finding ways to lose these games.
Yeah.
And now they're going to have to go 17-5 to be able to get to a spot that they think,
at the hardest time of the year when they haven't done that, had a run like that all year.
No, they haven't gone 17-5 in 5 years. Like,
we're talking Hamburglar levels of run, right?
Yeah, no, it's true.
Which is crazy that was 11 years ago.
Yeah.
Man.
Right? 11 years ago, the Hamburglar run. Tanner's listening. Like, I was 12. I remember. See, I popped Zach. He had to turn away. See, Zach, I've always learned the late night shows, just the longer you go on and the later it gets, you're like, you can just really do a lot of things.
Yeah.
The more we go, the more I'm
giddy.
appreciating this lighting. Let me tell you.
Yeah. See,
No doubt.
exactly. I'm gonna switch it up on Thursday night. I'm totally switching the lighting.
There you go.
Like this lighting's going to be completely. You talk about mood lighting. You will have to work very hard to attain the levels of mood that are going to be.
Maybe we'll have some like soft music underneath or whatever.
Yeah, this doesn't make me feel better. Love talking to Hamburglar run at recess with my friends. See, even though that's probably not true, that's funny.
Yeah, I like it.
Yep. So if I'm looking at the roster right now, I don't know what the Claude Giroux situation is. And if Giroux is just going to stay, then yeah, I'm never trading him. See, update. There you go. Adam Gaudette gets the empty netter for San Jose. A 7-5 victory for the San Jose Sharks.
Good for them.
Over the Montreal Canadiens. Yeah, and they keep pace. How about the stat? I ran it by you because they said it on TV, and I read it earlier today. How about this, Zach? And everyone else listening, the Vegas Golden Knights haven't been a playoff team since November 20th.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard that on the broadcast too.
That's crazy.
That's wild.
Well, and that they're in first place in their division.
Yeah.
Like
the 28-19.
Yeah. Oh, 28-19 and 14.
Yeah. Well, that's what we were talking about that a couple of weeks ago.
So I always like to say
we as in you and I.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I didn't call you on that one. 28 and 33, the Vegas Golden Knights. Like that's what their record really is.
Yeah. First place.
28 and 33. But we're in first place. Man, it's tight though. Just look at like Vegas 70, Anaheim 69, Edmonton 68, Utah 68, Seattle 67, and then the Sharks 50 or 62. But they have a couple games in hand, including like 3. Like they're gonna that hasn't been updated. They're gonna get to 64. So they still have 3 games in hand on Edmonton, and they'll have like a game on Seattle, 2 games on Utah in the standings. Tanner sums it up quite well. 3 points separate Vegas and the wild card. Yeah, but that's like 3 points separating 5 teams.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's why Edmonton needed to win tonight. Tanner also thinks Jordan Binnington's going to Vegas. Yeah.
What?
I'm just looking at Ottawa, and I don't think they're going to make it. That's all. I don't think they can play as well as they've played in the last month for the next 6 weeks. That's my opinion. And even if they play as well as they have, they might not get there still.
Unfortunately, yeah. From the
So I don't
sample out of the break, no.
The Giroux one's tricky because Ottawa doesn't let a lot of things out. But if he's not signing next year, are you just keeping him there and hoping he signs and letting him go for nothing at the end of the year? What would Montreal give for that guy right now?
Good question.
Probably needed to win a couple more faceoffs in the San Jose game tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
but how deep do they think they're going this? I mean, how much? Like this year's not.
Montreal?
Yeah.
I don't know if they're better or worse than any other team other than Tampa. Carolina, maybe, but
yeah, I don't. You got 3 days left, right? To answer a lot of questions. For them, they have to. But yeah, I think everyone, if you're realistic, you're not doing it.
I'm listening to everything on the Ottawa Senators that doesn't include Tim Stützle, Jake Sanderson, or Shane Pinto for me.
3 untouchables.
Other people wouldn't say Pinto's an untouchable. I don't think he's played great lately, but I think that guy's a really, really good hockey player for 7.5 for the next 4 years.
Yeah.
I think he's really good. Yeah. Other than that, I'm listening to anything.
He's one of those you feel like, too, if he did, then it'd just come back to haunt you. Watching him play for the next 4 years. I'm
listening to anything.
Yeah, you have to.
But are you out trying at that point?
It should be.
Tanner, I'm not going into the Jason Robertson thing. Okay.
He tried hard on that.
He did.
Yeah.
He's been pressing the issue a little bit.
Pressing.
He's been spitting checklets at you there, Lee.
Obsessive. Yeah.
So,
and where that came from.
But Zach, you're adding, thinking that this team can get there.
I think with other depth pieces you add, I think this is a good hockey team. I really do. I understand your, thought process of selling because the depth is there. I think we're looking at it, funny enough, the same way, but through different means to get there. I think this is a window where you want to invest in. And you mentioned, I saw Tanner mention Dorion in the past, but that was just rushing what they had with that core when they were not ready to get that far yet. This is now the time. The way that this core has come together and get something going, I think you got to add on now, see what you've got. You don't have a first round pick this year, potentially, unless something happens. I know you've been floating out the idea of potentially, the league and the Sens come to some sort of agreement and they somehow get the final pick of the first round or something like that.
But don't you want another one if you're the Sens to be able to go and do it? Michael McCarron got a second round pick today. Mike McCarron, 4th line center.
That time of year.
Yes, but when your cupboard's bare, don't you have to go out and take advantage of that time of year if you're not a playoff team? Well, these are the difficult decisions, right? Though that the management have.
Yep. And I think they left it too late. I think for Ottawa, even if they do, I don't know. I think the time to make a move was earlier in the year. Because I don't.
Yeah, Tanner.
Because
Tanner points out when New Jersey got their pick the day after the deadline, Staios may know Friday. I agree. I think that there's going to be a short window here that they'll find out whether they're going to get that pick or not. It won't be before the deadline for sure.
No.
Because they wouldn't want them using it as collateral to go and do something else. But I agree that it'll be in that window for sure. So
and it automatically defaults to 32, obviously, if they do get it.
In the first round. Yeah, because every other team would get a chance to pick, and then your slot would be skipped, and then you would go back to the end. Now, depending, they would have a decent second round pick somewhere in the mid 40s. So they would probably have 32 and like say 45 right now or something like that.
Yeah.
But again, I think you need to help out what you're doing a little bit later. But I like that we've batted this now around for an hour 10 and we really have come to no clear answer. Are they buyers? Are they sellers? Are they standing pat? I actually have no idea.
Yeah.
And Steve, you have not convinced me otherwise. And Zach, you have not convinced me.
No. Well, to be fair, I don't think I was going to be able to convince you otherwise. It's very tough to move Lever Sage off of his stance on anything, really. As somebody that has done a wrestling podcast with him for over 6, 7 years.
But what do you mean my stance? I don't even have an opinion on this. I don't know what they should do. I think they should sell.
That's what I thought the stance was, is like selling.
Yeah.
I'm not convinced. I'm leaning towards that for sure, but I don't know. Should they stand pat? If you're telling me they can go out and like, I'm able to be convinced is what I'm saying.
Gotcha.
And I'm nowhere near that with you, Steve. And
So
I'm
we
nowhere
just
near that with you, Zach.
We've
So
done our job of convincing.
That's right.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's your job. You know what? Every time you come on this podcast, this is your job. Convince me of something, anything in the world. Convince me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Didn't you tell me though? Didn't you do your whole things like, don't tell me, tell what the audience is looking for. What the, didn't you?
Yeah, but that's when I'm speaking to the entire audience. No, I need to be convinced of something because I'm always right. And now I need to find, I need to be
I was waiting for this.
Convinced.
Yeah.
This is the 1 a.m. ramblings of Lever Sage right
I'm
here.
always right.
Yes. We are not always right. I am always right.
Strong stance.
You guys are finally starting to get a goddamn hold of what we're doing here.
Better late than never.
Well, that's true. Well,
We are at 5-1.
I was gonna joke. This is like, and sorry,
feel
Steve,
that
for
way.
this reference, but this is like those WWE Unreal creative meetings we're in right now, where we keep pitching ideas, but we get no progress whatsoever.
I'm bitching ideas to you guys, and I'm getting no progress.
Yeah, you're road dog. You got your hands up in the air. You're like,
you're
oh,
the road dog. Steve doesn't know what this means. So
No, I don't. No, I have no idea.
Yeah.
I'm just no, I think it's well, it's time to the status quo isn't good enough for this team. And I don't know.
So basically,
like-
standing pat isn't okay, but you don't know whether they should buy or sell.
I've made my stance clear. I'm saying buy. I'm
wouldn't-
being
yeah,
bold and saying
like-
buy.
But what are you giving
I'm not
up
tearing
to
it
buy? What do other teams want?
Draft picks. We saw with some of the draft picks that mentioned it earlier, the second round pick going there. It's late now. The names are all floating away.
Mike McCarron?
Yes. So
Yes. Tanner, who's
early
still
round
up, who
picks.
told me I can't be involved in this because I got to go to sleep.
Yeah.
yes,
And
I reach out.
I'm here.
I reach out for the hot tag, and I'm
Thanks,
in
Tanner.
here right now for
yeah,
Tanner.
but very
Yeah.
impressive that at 12:55,
Still
he's
going.
like, bargain bin buying. Yes, I said it's dollar store shopping an hour ago. What are you going to give up a second?
Yeah.
You're going to give up more of your empty cupboard to go get more for a team, Zach, that's 6 points out and it's not going to make it anyway, probably. You got a couple of, this is the bag of chips that's been tied up in the back of your cupboard, and you're like, there's half a bag and it's tied up properly, but it's been there for 6 months. It's like, are you using it? Are you actually going to dig in?
No. Throw it out.
Thank you. Throw it out.
Yeah.
But Zach wants to sell those things off to try and get the cupboard completely empty. Zach, throw them
Vinegar.
out.
Yeah.
I just want to win, man. I just want to win.
Who doesn't? Yeah.
All I hear is like, oh, we sell this off, and maybe we could say, let's win. Just win, baby. You play to win the game.
Yeah, they're up 4-2 tonight.
And they didn't
Looking
win
good.
the game. So let's go and do some stuff to win the game.
Well, They do have their schedule comes back to them here a little bit with Calgary, with Vancouver. The next 2 games, those teams will be not very good when they play them. So you should be expecting a couple of wins. Then the last game in Seattle on a Monday night's very tough. And what's equally tough about that Seattle game is that they not only have to play in Seattle, which is a 9:00 Eastern start, going to finish around midnight. By the time they would get back to the airport and in the air, it would be 2:30 Eastern time. And then from Seattle, it's a 5-hour flight. Plus, you're losing 3 hours.
Plus, they lose the hour Sunday with the time change.
Oh, see there. Now you're bringing it. You're finally bringing something here. 12:57.
1 o'clock.
Yeah, no, but that's your time to shine. I guess.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yes, the hours.
Do some of my best work.
Spring ahead.
So there's that. Yeah.
No, but you come home. You get on the plane at 2:30 Eastern.
Yeah.
It's a 5-hour plane ride. Plus, you lose like 3 hours.
Right.
I mean, you're getting home in the middle of. It'll even be past rush hour in the morning in Ottawa.
Realistically, yes, I guess.
And so Tuesday's lost.
Yeah.
And then you play Montreal at home Wednesday.
Woof.
So that's not super easy.
No.
Oh, sorry, Tanner. See, man. Guys, I expect you guys to correct me on this stuff. Seattle is before Vancouver. You guys are the ones that are supposed to be correcting the dumb host on this show.
Right, because
I'm always right.
Exactly.
I'm always right.
When in doubt, deflect.
Yeah, it's the Seattle game on Saturday and then Vancouver. I thought it was the other way around, but
okay. But travel wise, it's
the same.
It's the same.
It's actually exactly the same.
Yeah.
You know, with the 9:00 starting in Vancouver. So you're still getting home at Tuesday's lost. It's a difficult game on Wednesday. But then you got a couple days to recharge for Anaheim and San Jose coming.
Back to back on Saturday, Sunday.
Nothing like a 1:00 p.m. and then a 5:00 p.m. That's like the Trenton Golden Hawks. That's when they play.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Well, you can tell. You know what? Just the best. See, if Steve didn't have to get home and people weren't sick of this right now, I would keep Zach on forever. He's in his Lee, I'm dead. I'm tired. I'm like, that's it for me stage.
Please.
And
I worked a full day today, you know.
Yeah, but this is where I would like, Zach, I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't do all that much today, and I had a nap.
Yeah.
Must
be nice.
Oh, I'm telling you, a 5 p.m. 1 hour nap with a coffee at 6. Like
he was pinging when I got here.
Like, let's go. Okay. It's about the listeners. It's about giving.
Yeah. You were ready.
Zach, I'll just write you your stories tomorrow about like the stop sign. Somebody in Belleville's upset about the local politician. There's probably one in the entire area. They saw him driving to work. Do the traffic when it's slow on the main road because there's only one road and there's 4 cars and
it gets congested.
Johnny saw Tommy and they stopped to say hello. And
yeah, been a while.
Yeah, look, the rush hour traffic could get to you, man.
Yeah, no, is that when Reed's Dairy opens and everyone just like peels?
Everyone's racing to Reed's Dairy and
we got to the McDonald's. We were driving home from a wrestling. We dropped Zach off, and Zach blah 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 blah. Finally got out of the car, like blah 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 blah.
Right.
And we get
wrestling.
Blah, blah, blah. Yeah. It's exactly. We just had like an hour and a half to talk about it before you, but that's fine. We got to McDonald's. Zach, I don't even know if you know this. We got there at like 11:30. Not opening the door for us. like no,
too late.
So then we pulled into the drive-through,
right? And
I'm like, "Don't do it, guys! I'm telling you, don't do it." Because the entire time we were there, of like in the car, out of the car, finding out like the drive-through had not moved, and there was like 7 cars in line. But we pulled in, but Fortunately, nobody pulled behind us, and we were there for 10 or 15 minutes, Zach, and literally a car did not move.
Whoa.
And we decided not, like, he was able to back out. But then, of course, everything in Belleville was shut down.
Yep.
Was that a Saturday?
That was a Saturday, yes.
Yeah.
Really? That early? Oh.
Yeah, it's Bell Vegas, man.
Why not? I have
Bell Vegas, man.
Saturday. Well,
I know.
There's a lot of trouble you can find in that town. And
Well, that's why
used to be.
That's why the McDonald's closes, because they don't want the trouble.
No fighting. Yeah.
They don't want the trouble there.
No raccoon at 3 a.m. Throwing the fray.
Tanner says Zach needs to go watch NXT.
I will never watch that program, just for the record. Never.
They locked
Kingston
it. See, Tanner's on the
better
trip.
than Belleville's.
They
He's
locked,
not wrong.
They locked it. What are you talking about?
Sorry, what did you say?
Reed Dairy is better
Okay,
than
you can't do
Belleville's.
that. You need to bring it up on the screen first. You can't read stuff like that until it's up on the screen. Now go ahead.
What?
There it is.
Kingston Reed's Dairy is better than Belleville's.
Oh,
I can't bring it up on the screen.
I know, but you can
You
tell
have the
me.
mouse.
You can tell me
Oh.
to bring it up before you read it, so then I can go. Oh, yeah, point that one. Okay.
Okay.
Kingston's Reed's Dairy better than Belleville.
Yeah.
That's just an incorrect take.
Front and
I don't know
back.
what you
No.
want me to say. It's the wrong take. That's just a chain store that's down in Kingston. It's not the real deal that's down in Belleville.
Tanner says Tim Hortons en route
Maybe
to the
just 'cause
rescue.
it's Kingston.
We
too,
did.
is
We,
better.
okay, we stopped at the
Hopefully.
en route
Yep.
after this Belleville horrendous experience to eat. Have you ever stopped at the en route at midnight when the only things that they baked were at 5 a.m. and a million people have been through since?
Yeah, it's kind of
Yeah, I wouldn't say to the rescue. I got nothing. Like I looked, like every shelf was empty, and I'm pretty sure Tanner got the worst stale donut of all time. Whatever he got was just the worst. Like, what?
I don't know about you guys, but I had a great trip back home. Let me tell you.
Yeah,
it was great for me.
Where are you coming from? Toronto?
Toronto.
Toronto.
That's a quick 2 hour.
Oh yeah,
Right.
Exactly.
And we record in the car.
Oh,
So like Zach's whole ride home was we get in the car, we were recording, and like, okay, time for you to get out now, Zach.
Right.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
well, what's he doing?
so but then
Nothing.
you got the
Yeah,
It's like,
blah 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 blah, and made us
That's
late
like,
for
blah, blah, blah.
McDonald's.
Yeah.
To be fair, I did edit the podcast immediately when I got back. So I did stay up a little bit longer after that.
Zach, I don't like you bringing truth and things that you're doing well to this discussion. Okay, don't need that because I have no rebuttal to that. Like Zach did edit all the things when he got home. He did actually was the one that
Upload it, wrote the
He did
description,
a hell of a job.
shared it on social media.
Wow.
Yep.
While Tanner was eating this.
Yeah,
the
and then
worst
Tanner
donut
fell
ever.
asleep on the 401. He did, like mouth open, like
Yeah.
After the
Food
worst
coma.
donut in the world?
yeah. I need him to comment on the donut. Don't be reading things like all the drafts that Lee lost.
I didn't see that.
Well, no,
Oh,
I know,
yeah.
but there's only opinion on the drafts. We did like top 5 drafts and stuff, and we asked like one other person what they would think, and this godforsaken human, pretend human being, like he's not even a real person.
Oh, he was a very real person. Let me tell
well,
you.
he didn't vote for me, and all of a sudden I lost on all the drafts. It was just
It was pretty definitive. It was unbelievable. I would have said I felt bad, but I didn't feel that bad, if I'm being honest.
It's not that bad.
oh yeah, Tanner. Don't think I had food, just crappy coffee. Ben had something stale. Yeah, it was Ben that got that really bad. But obviously the coffee worked, eh, Tanner? Like 20 minutes later. Yeah, sleep. Okay.
Hot brown water.
So Calgary, Seattle, Vancouver, home to Montreal, Anaheim, San Jose, a quick trip to Washington, and then home again to the Islanders and the Leafs. That's the next like 2.5 weeks. Most of those are beatable teams.
Yep.
Right? Like the Islander game's tough with the way they're playing. But I don't see a lot of teams. The Seattle game's going to be tough on Saturday night because they're right in the thick of it. And the
Seattle, Montreal.
yeah, I mean, sure, these teams are okay, but there's no world beaters there.
No.
And then they got the Rangers after the Leafs. They get the Leafs and the Rangers back to back. They might win those games 92-0
At that point,
combined.
probably.
Oh my God.
Hopefully.
Those teams are so dreadful.
Unless Ottawa's mailed it in by then as well.
Yeah, you don't know where you'll know where they're going to be. So,
watch.
Okay. Prediction. Will anything happen before the Calgary game?
Before the Calgary game?
Before the Calgary game.
No.
Okay, Zach?
I'm also going to say no.
No.
I think Calgary game is going to be another one of those let's see where we're at sort of games.
Again.
Again.
No, but yep.
Yeah, but this is what I said to Tanner the other day, and it actually turned out true. It was like, what happens if, like, everyone wanted to say, like, going into the, well, if they go 3-0, then they're going to buy, and if they go 0-3, they're going to sell. I'm like, yeah, but most likely they're going 1-1-1. We're going to be in this exact same spot, right? Like, and that's pretty much where we're going to be. It's like now we're deciding on the whole season on whether they can beat the Calgary Flames on Thursday night. Like, that's going to tip the scales to what the Ottawa Senators should do. I'm going to say,
I just think, sorry, real quick, like just on the actions I've seen from.
Got all night, Steve.
Do we?
What's that?
Yeah.
Have you heard the commercials? Not yet, eh? Okay.
No, I've not heard the commercials. No.
Yeah. There aren't any right now.
Just by judging what they've done, I feel like it'll be last minute. I don't know if they're overthinking it, like overthinking things on their end, or I don't know, because like you said, they getting good on them, whatever. They keep things very close to their chest, and it's really I don't know. So I don't want to really say too much, but I think I don't see anything before Calgary, and I don't. But that's not saying that Calgary is a barometer to figure out the rest of the year. So
I think
I can see them not doing much.
I think they do make a small move before the Calgary game.
Okay.
Do you see potentially Zetterlund maybe getting traded at the deadline, or
somebody will give that second bag of pucks?
Yeah.
I don't know whether teams will.
1.5.
I just don't know that. I don't see where this guy's going to fit in. They've tried him with everybody, and he's not.
It's had a tough time.
Yeah, but he's had chances with everyone.
Well,
he's played with everybody on the roster.
Yeah. No, he's had a tough time, is what I'm. Yeah.
I think they're going to do something small before the Calgary game to just try to inject a tiny bit of life into the group, to say we have your back, because if they go and lose the Calgary game, and I know Boston's got they also play Thursday night, and just
how
their schedule is not too bad. Yeah, I knew it was Nashville. So they're in Nashville, home to Washington, then in Pittsburgh, but then home to LA and San Jose. Spread out. They got games Saturday and Sunday. So by
kind of like the similar.
Anyway, they play Nashville at 8. Ottawa's game doesn't start till 9. That's the team. And you don't play Boston again, and that's the issue. You don't play the Bruins again. So I think they're going to do something small to inject a little bit of life into the room and see if they can get going here a little bit early. But Zach, we'll know when we see your smiling face again here on Thursday night.
That's right. I'll be back.
I know. Conspiracy victim somehow, some way. Yeah. You look exactly like Chris Jericho too, with the sign.
Do the pose too? Should I?
Yeah.
I'll come out of a box this time.
Please. It'll be more exciting than what happened on the weekend. Thank you, Zach, for staying up.
No problem.
Yeah, you can go full dark.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, I could turn the lights off in here and just
wait, lights off?
Yeah. I could turn the lights off if you like. See could change lights here. It's now blue, or kind of bluey. Not that much. This one's a little bit more.
Oh, all right. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm doing a little mood lighting ourselves here.
Oh, it's late one. What is this?
What is this? Plus,
wow.
Yeah, I know. I can do better. But anyway, it's time to go. It's time to go. Ottawa loses 5-4 in overtime after having a 4-2 lead and letting it slip away. Tying goal goes in with about a minute and a half to go. And then
played great. Try to play it safe.
And after Brady Tkachuk takes a ridiculous penalty in overtime.
It really was a bad penalty.
Like, speaking of recess, it was like recess tackle football.
That's exactly it.
Yeah. I got nothing. Bang.
Like Red Rover, and Brady's like, I'm not playing Red Rover. Chase you down. Anyway, just honestly a ridiculous penalty for the captain to take in that spot, and putting the number one power play in the league that scores at over 32% onto a 4-on-3 in overtime is like, man, I don't know how you're going to get out of it. And they didn't.
They didn't.
So they did not.
They did not.
And they lost. And
no wondering.
And they gave away a point. They gave away a point in the Detroit game when they played well. They played well again tonight. So maybe they can just understand that they're still playing well and they're going to get some wins. But we'll find out pregame again at about 8:15-ish on Thursday. And then this is overtime right after the Ottawa Senators and the Calgary Flames. Zach, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Steve McKenzie, thank you very much. I'll try and get your name thing on there. I didn't realize that, but I also didn't think Zach was coming and changing his own thing on the other end, which I didn't know he could. I didn't know he could do that either. So it's like, man, he really
just
knows
on display name, and I took the opportunity to
really knows the software, and I didn't know that he could do that either. So.
Very sneaky.
Still some things to learn. So thank you everybody for listening. Tanner, go to bed. Tanner's last. It's time for bed, boys. But Brady's got a better spear than Edge.
That's true.
Yeah,
that's true.
After tonight, Edge is a wrestler. No, Steve.
No, I know.
I'm
trying to
the spear.
You know,
you're
I remember
the
Edge,
spears. Yeah. That's what we should.
I'll disagree with that. But anyways, let's before we.
No, we can keep going on. You want to talk wrestling? Yeah.
No.
With Zach and I?
Yeah. No, I'll just be even quieter than I was.
I'm waiting for. I thought Zach was going to come out with some.
Be mouth breathing at that point. Talk wrestling. I got nothing.
Tanner in the 401. So, Zach, you didn't hit us though with any. I think this should be your shtick in all aspects.
Mm-hmm.
It's no like Kanekabashi and Misawa.
Yeah,
I think in hockey you should say, well, I mean,
not exactly Wayne Gretzky out there.
No, but you got to come up with a little bit more creativity. Like the Sens aren't exactly the the 1990 Oilers Sans Gretzky with still having Messier and Bill Ranford.
Yep. Right, there you go.
Like,
Bill Ranford.
Yeah. It's not
most of the pieces, but not.
It's not Peter Klima scoring in the third overtime, but it's close.
Boston.
Yeah. Who do you score that goal on? Quick.
Andy Moog.
Yes.
There you go.
Former Oiler.
Right. Yeah.
Meeting the former Oiler in the Stanley Cup final.
Right. Yeah.
That's actually when the lights did go out, Zach.
The
fog game.
And
then the lights went out, and then
same series, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Zach, go to bed
in May.
I'm gonna do that.
Okay, excellent. What time are you getting up tomorrow?
I think I'm getting up at 8 or something like that.
Okay, no problem.
So it's not too bad.
Not too bad.
Yeah.
I probably shouldn't have done this on the first night, thinking I got to ask him to come back on Thursday.
You did say like 30, 45 minutes, and then we would be out. And
you believed him?
1:34.
But this is Zach.
None of the post games.
And Zach would be like, I told him last episode on This Is Wrestling would be like, Zach, keep it to like an hour and 10. And he goes like 2.
It was 2:17 the last episode.
2:17.
Close.
Like this point, I'm like, stop. They can't see us on the video. I'm like, Zach.
Tired.
I got more to say about this bad pay-per-view.
I'm not done yet.
Okay. Thanks very much, Zach. We'll see you on Thursday. And thank you, Steve.
Thank you.
And
It was fun. Zach.
1:16 in the morning, guys. I'm telling you, these will be the times you don't do that. Turn your mic off. Do something. Press.
I don't even know
mute.
how to do that.
Well, there's a button right there. It says mute. Yeah.
I don't again. Yeah.
Also, there's one for me that I'm glad you haven't pressed yet. Exactly. But we will have pregame. We will have this is overtime on Thursday. We're probably gonna have a trade deadline show in some way, shape, or form on Friday. Another game
Big
on
day.
Saturday. So a lot to do. So for the conspiracy victim and Steve-O. Do people call you Steve-O? They shouldn't. Yeah.
No.
For Steve McKenzie, I'm Lee Versailles. Thanks for listening. Ottawa loses 5-4 in overtime to the Edmonton Oilers and are in Calgary. Coming up at 9 o'clock on Thursday night. Have yourselves a fantastic night.